Today's video is all about Andrea KGB Lee. But before we get started in the video, y'all gotta show her some respect. Look at how she gets down. Andrea KGB Lee is not playing with him, y'all. That's right, she's not playing, and me personally, I think she's an up-and-coming star. So the title of today's video is Andrea Lee, a cheater, PED user? I say no, and here's why. Amazing Eric, let's go, man. Amazing Eric Sports and laughs, it's all love. Ow! What's up, family, and welcome to another episode of the Amazing Eric Sports Show. This is gonna be a hot show today. Hot. We're gonna get into some deep things today. We're talking about Andrea KGB Lee. And you guys already know, if you're Andrea Lee fans, if you're Andrea Lee haters, she is now going through the 6-month USADA drug testing pool. The USADA testing pool is actually how she described it. And this has now raised questions, suspicions. People are now saying, I'm hearing people saying, I think she's a drug cheat. I think she's a cheater. I don't think she is. And before you just say, you're being a fanboy, don't say that, because people are too quick to say that these days. Let me give you some real reasons here why I really don't see it that way. I am not excusing the pill. If you listen to Andrea Lee, she's not even excusing herself for it. But I want to give you some reasons here, about 4 or 5 points that I want you to think about, where I feel this is not a person who is trying to be a drug cheat. Let's just jump right into it. Are y'all ready to jump into it? Say yeah. Yeah. Say it again. Yeah. Okay, y'all, here we go. Let's jump into it. The first reason I want to give, the first point I want to discuss, it was just a diuretic. Now, when I say just, please know that that just is not used as an excuse or excusing Andrea for this. Andrea herself is not making excuses and excusing herself from this. If it is an illegal substance and she took it, she should be punished for it. So I'm not excusing it. But I look at the type of things that people take. When people take diuretics, to me, we all have a right to our own opinion. When people take a diuretic, they should be popped, they should be fined or suspended or whatever. But to me, that is not the same as a person taking a performance enhancer. That is a person that is trying to make weight. Andrea is big for her weight class, and I know you might be saying, well, she needs to move up. That's a valid point. And since that is a valid point, moving forward, what we have to see now is her being randomly tested. Can she comfortably make the weight without the diuretic? So that brings forth the question, why did she take the diuretic in the first place? We don't know. We don't know what her weight cut was like. We don't know what was going on in her life. She took a diuretic, she got popped for it, she's paying the price. If you ask me, there's a difference in a fighter taking a diuretic to make the weight as opposed to a fighter taking something that will enlarge blood cells and allow more oxygen to the muscles that directly affects performance. She should be punished, as she is being punished now, but I don't think this is the same thing as taking a performance enhancing steroid. That's my first point. You don't have to agree with it. Just listen to me. Going into point number 2. Here's point number 2. Pull point number 2 up. It happened over a year and a half ago, and there have been no more occurrences since. This is not a person who popped dirty for this diuretic and then popped dirty again and popped dirty again. This almost happened 2 years ago, actually. Almost 2 years ago, we saw this happen with her, and nothing has happened since. Now, if we get this to pop up again in the next year, then this will be a whole other video. But right now, she made the mistake. She took the diuretic, and she's paying the price. And let me jump to another point right here. I guess you can go ahead and call this reason number 3. She came clean, took responsibility, and gave no excuses. This is huge in my personal feeling on Andrea Lee in this particular case with her, if we're going to label her as a drug cheat or not. She came clean. She took responsibility and she gave no excuses. I have learned in my time of watching fighters in combat sports, both boxing and MMA, when people are drug cheats, they always make excuses. Oh, it was this. Oh, it was this. And something just floated in. It was just a trace. It was just this. No, she took responsibility. If you don't believe me, we're going to pull up a post right now from her official Instagram. Let's pull it up and let's read it. It's a little lengthy, but let's read it because you'll see what I'm saying here. Check it out. This is Andrea Lee speaking about this, and look how she takes responsibility, she owns up to it, and she doesn't make any excuse. Here we go. So obviously, I won't be fighting next weekend. USADA is making me undergo the USADA testing pool, which requires me to take a bunch of random tests over a period of 6 months before I can step into the UFC octagon. This is all because of the diuretic, aka fluid pill, I took in 2016. Let's stop right there. See the clarity? I'm gonna tell you what I took. See, a lot of times when this stuff happens, I don't want to say what I took. It was this. It was, people don't want to be upfront. They don't want to be forthright. She's telling us exactly what it was. She's telling us exactly when she took it. Okay, back to Andrea's post. I figured that when I was off my suspension that I wouldn't have to deal with that anymore. Obviously, I was wrong. It's not the UFC's fault because they didn't know about this USADA rule. I'm still signing a fight contract with UFC. That hasn't changed. I just have to enroll in this program now so my time can start ticking. Look for me to fight next year, the end of March or early April. USADA equals US Anti-Doping Administration. P.S. I'm not on drugs, nor am I or have I taken any steroids. I passed all my random drug tests this year. Hashtag all natural fighter. Hashtag NutriBio. NutriBio. Hashtag NutriBio. Thank you for all your support. Okay, what I like about it, I really like the PS because I like when people face it up and put themselves out there. I'm not on drugs, nor have I taken them. But see, you don't have to just take her word for it because Andrea is human. Humans lie. Maybe she could be lying. But here's when she brings some proof to it to show you that she's not lying. I passed all my random drug tests this year. And if you listen to her, the optimism, and we'll end it on this note, it is the optimism of Andrea Lee that makes me feel really good about what she's doing. We'll pull up another quick tweet right here. Look at this tweet right here. This is what I mean by optimism. This is when people go and show you, I have nothing to hide, because if you have something to hide, you're going to be a little negative. You're going to feel like maybe, but look how she's speaking to the fans. It'll be a short 6 months. Be back. I had 4 fights this year. Body probably needs a short rest. This is somebody who's trying to be optimistic. And I guess that resonates with me because I'm a very optimistic person. I'm like, hey, let's look at the glass half full. So Andrea's looking at the glass half full here. She's saying it'll be a short 6 months. I'll be right back. If she had anything to hide, if she felt like she was a drug cheat, I don't think she would feel so comfortable about saying you guys will see me in 6 months, because guys, they are, guys and ladies, they are randomly testing her right now. So if Andrea is cheating, if she is a cheater, she will get popped. This is very similar. I saw a video, my man Coach Sheldon, shout out to you, Coach. I saw a video Coach made on the same subject. This is very similar to the whole diuretic thing with Chris Cyborg, and something that I've heard people fail to mention. If there was one fighter that was dirty and they were going to catch her, it would be Cyborg. Cyborg has passed all of her tests since then. If Andrea Lee can pass all of her tests, I am not going to label her as a drug cheat. And me personally, I don't think you should either. I don't think you should label her as a drug cheat right now. I think that is presumptuous. I don't think you should jump to that point of view right now. Now, you're grown just like I'm grown. If that's how you choose to label her, then you do. I just have to respect that. But I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right for a person to take a diuretic and then be labeled as a drug cheat when they're willing to undergo the random test, when they're passing their random test, and it was not a performance enhancer, it was a diuretic. Okay, that's just what I feel about it. What do you guys think of Andrea Lee as a fighter? As a fighter, I think she has the potential to be a star in the UFC. Her striking is great. Her ground game is good. She's really good at that ground and pound. She'll get you down. She'll pound you out. She loves to bring the blood. Look at this fight. She's exciting fight. This is how her fights look. She brings the blood out. This is how they look after the fight. She brings that blood and gore that people like. Andrea Lee is a really good fighter. I think she has a really bright future in the sport. And let's give her the chance that we all want, a chance to make up for your mistakes, to move forward, to learn from them, and to not repeat them again. Thank you guys so much for listening to this video. I always call you guys family, because to me, if you take the time out of your busy, important day to check out an amazing Eric video, you are family to me. That's how much I appreciate it. Until the next one, fam. Peace.